And with that, we have, if you'll give me a moment to actually get my shit together, because it's me, and of course, we know what I'm like. I'm like me. We've returned. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. It's, been a while. I had intended originally to stream on Sunday, but, that ended up blowing past me, and, yeah, so here we are. We're going to have a Tuesday stream. We're going to try to get back to a regular schedule, and while I certainly could have picked up on one of the several games that I've left half finished over the last several months, nah, we're just going to do some Animal Crossing. And we're also going to do some Hyrule... that game. If you can parse whatever it was I just said. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which the game isn't out yet, but a demo has been released for it for the Switch. So I'm going to dive into that and see what I can do with that. It's a Dynasty Warriors type game. And, well, I know they've released a couple of Hyrule Warriors games now anyway, but I've never really been overly keen on those types of games, but we'll see how it goes. Mostly I'm interested in this because it serves as a prequel to Breath of the Wild, which the song we were listening to when I was ramping up into this was the Hyrule Castle theme, Exterior, from Breath of the Wild, which just reminded me how fantastic that game was. And, the soundtrack is very understated, but it kicked in when you needed it the most, because the theme that played, ebbing and flowing while you were going through the various levels of Hyrule Castle was amazing. The way that I'm just remembering the first time I walked into the castle, much earlier than I should have, guaranteed. And, the music would change depending on what area of the castle you were in. It would get louder and more militaristic when you were outside. It would get quieter and more somber if you were, say, in the King's Quarters or Zelda's Chambers or the wrecked library or something like that. It was really cool. I really like the story they built up with Breath of the Wild, so I'm kind of excited for Age of Calamity because of that, because we get to see what happened when everything went to hell. So that should be neat. Oh, welcome back to the stream, Rolls. Nice to see you again, good sir. I see, everybody hasn't fled and left me after not streaming for a week. Not that that's the longest period of time I've gone without streaming, I know. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. What was I going to say? Oh yes, before I actually begin playing, two things. Well, two things, part of the same thing. Last week, I picked up a couple of new acquisitions. One of them was this. It's a Super Nintendo controller. It's a relatively new one, apparently, but it's based off of a third-party design from 1999, I think the dude told me. And the reason why I got this is because I'm going to break out my old Super Nintendo. Actually, let's go grab that. I'm gonna go grab that and show that thing to you, because it very clearly is showing its age. Hello, Baked. Welcome back to you, too. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, here it is. Here's the old SNES. Look at how yellow it is, except for, oddly, this area here. The port where the game goes in, for some reason, is still roughly the same color it should be. I didn't realize this thing has gotten so... the new Xbox is smaller than you thought. Yeah, that's right, because the new systems came out recently, didn't they? And here I am showcasing a Super Nintendo that's covered in dust and completely yellow. But no, I've told the story on stream before, but this is the Super Nintendo my second oldest brother won via Pepsi points back in the 90s. So, as far as I can tell, it still works. I haven't hooked it up in a while. The biggest issue I had with it was the controllers were starting to get pretty borked. And I got a third-party controller that was of really crappy quality and was even worse than the controller that was starting to fall apart on me. This thing, on the other hand, looks like it's completely designed the same way that the original SNES controllers were, and it even feels right. Like there's a good resistance on the buttons, it feels fairly solid, so... He went for the SNES and not the fighter jet? That was a prize, wasn't it? No, you see, he wasn't able to get as many You know, he wasn't able to get as many points for the fighter jet as he would have wanted. Like, he didn't get that many, so he had to settle for the SNES. Honestly, I feel like that was probably a better long-term investment. It's probably sturdier than a fighter jet, let's be honest. So yes, I'm hoping to run some tests with this thing and see if I can get it working. Because most of the SNES games that I've actually been streaming for Retro Sunday, I've been streaming them out of a modified version of the mini SNES that that Nintendo released a few years ago. So I've really gotten the itch to start collecting old games again, especially since I've got that small PlayStation and I've gotten some new stuff for that. And there are so many gems for the Super Nintendo that are even beyond like the ones everybody remembers. So I'm just, you know, looking forward to seeing if I can dig around and find them. Oh, you want a Wii back when they were new? Pretty good. That reminds me, there's a local, like a group of charity streamers that are running a contest where if you donate X amount of money to the charity that they're going to be playing for soon, I can't remember when it is, like you'll be entered into a draw where you can win a new system of your choice. Either you can win a PS5, an Xbox, whatever the hell the new Xbox is called, and what is the new Xbox called? Series 1 or something like that? Series X something? I don't know. I don't know how Microsoft names things. So you can win either a PS5, the new Xbox, or a gaming laptop. It's your choice, which is neat. I might have to get in on that because it's going to be quite some time before I get a new system. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, speaking of the used gaming stores, we have 3 pretty good ones in town. There is a spot called 80s Attic, which is up a ways. That's where I got a couple of PS1 games, and also where I got the little PlayStation that I have. There's one called Games Exchange, and there's also one called Entertainment Center, which used to be Nintendo World. Anyway, I actually went to Games Exchange last week. That's where I got that controller, and that's also where I picked up... It's not a very old game, but that's also where I picked up this. The Metal Gear Solid HD collection that was released for the PS3 a while ago. I got really excited when this thing came out, and then I couldn't find a copy of it anywhere, but they had a copy of it. They had a copy of it, so I'm really happy I got it. So this is something I can pop in for Retro Sundays at some point, because this has got Metal Gear, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid the VR missions, Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 4, and Peace Walker on it. So, some of the old games, some of the new games. Pretty excited. I do very much love the Metal Gear series. Though I've never played the old MSX ones. Oh, you're surprised how much N64 game prices are starting to creep up? I'm not, really. Because the N64 is an odd beast, from what I've heard. Because there's this console, right? Called the Retron. Well, it's a series of consoles, and what these things do is, like, it's got multiple slots in it where you can play cartridges or discs or what have you from various game systems. Like, I think there's one that can run PS1 games, Genesis carts, SNES carts, and Game Boy carts. I think Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. So, like, the one box just runs the works of it. They haven't gotten one that actually runs N64 games yet, and I think somebody told me once the reason why is for however the N64 carts were designed, it's hard to make a new machine to run them for some reason. Which is odd, but there we are. And of course, as big as the N64 was, it never was as big as the SNES was, so it's actually kind of hard to find certain... Yeah, there you go. Baked has more information on this than I do. Apparently N64 uses specialized hardware that isn't found in any modern computers. And that right there is probably the reason why it's so goddamn difficult to get one of these new multi game systems to actually run the damn thing. They're working on it, apparently. But now, what I'm going to do is next time I'm out home, I might see if I can get our old N64, find out where it is. If not, I might pick up a used N64 from one of the game places in here, because they sell Like, it's interesting how easy you can find old systems in some of the places around town here. Like, I saw a Dreamcast at that Games Exchange place last week, and I was sorely tempted to pick it up because I never owned one. And I've heard that there were a lot of good games on the Dreamcast. It's a system that was basically ahead of its time and paid for it. Emulating to any certain degree of accuracy is impossible. Yeah, I learned that when I tried to stream Pokemon Snap a while ago. Anyway, without further ado, let's actually dive into Animal Crossing, shall we? Oh, I need to do the thing here. Switch over the thing, open up the thing, and get that cable out of the computer. Oh yes, as you can see, I've got Super Mario Bros. 35. I've only played a little bit of it so far. I was never good at the original Super Mario Bros., so I sucked horribly at it. Maybe it's going to be something I stream a little bit of, if I want to make myself look more of a fool than I already am. We'll see. But I'm already midway through, well, I'm already into Animal Crossing, so let's dive into that. As you can see, Halloween never ended for me. I just haven't bothered to change my clothing yet. So anyway, the reason why I decided I was going to do a little bit of Animal Crossing right now is because I've actually been playing a lot of it the past couple of days. Largely, I've just been tinkering away trying to doll up the island a little bit. To varying degrees of success. What's this? Have to get an N64 with the original analog stick too. They don't make analog sticks like that anymore. The N64 analog stick was specially constructed to use optics. It's far more accurate than any other analog stick, and playing N64 games with it makes a big difference. Yeah, I'd buy that too, because there really hasn't been an analog stick anything remotely like that anymore. Like, I've got a USB N64 controller, and it works, but it doesn't seem to have the same degree of accuracy, as Rolls would tell you back when I was playing Shadows of the Empire a while ago. I don't know if it was just me sucking terribly at the game didn't age well, or if the controller was not great. It's hard to say. Yo Kyle, how you doing? Oh good, you're making yourself useful. I owe you some fruit punch. Screw you, that's mine! Saw Celeste wandering around earlier? Ah. Yeah, I feel like F-Zero would be a terrible game to try to play emulated, because that seems like the type of game that would require precision. And if you don't have the original gear, you're probably not getting that. So where is Celeste? You know, to this day, I still haven't found a shooting star in this game. Because I haven't spent much time with my head in the clouds. As you can see, I have my new, thing here. The fish drawing rack, which for whatever reason has a bunch of tiny octopi in it. Which, you know, that seems rather distressing, considering I have all of the octopi on the island. If I want to be a real jerk, I can take that and put it outside of Octavian's house. Which reminds me, Octavian asked me a really weird question the other day. I can't remember specifically what it was. I think I took a picture of it, though, so we'll check on that after I'm done with this. Well, they appear the day after you wish upon them. Okay. Good to know. Let's take a quick comb around the island and see if we can find Celeste. Is she up on this little spit of land that is away from everything else? Ah, yes, I got a new bridge going in here. Let's catch a fish. I mean, I guess I kind of understand why they do this, but something I tried to do today was to get so many construction projects going at the same time. So after paying up all the money I needed for this bridge, I was going to put a staircase in over next to the museum, but apparently you can only do it one at a time, which... I get it, I guess, but I want to build everything now. Come on, Tom. What happened to efficiency? Says the man impatiently trying to catch a fish. Crab! It's a mitten crab! Morn, I'm ready for winter. Kind of turned off from the whole building thing because of the limit plus how expensive it is. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, there you are. Oh, good evening. Aren't the stars just exquisite tonight? Well, well, have a splendid rest of the night. I know I shall. Did you know that each of the constellations has its own story? Indeed, sometimes many stories. If you run across something related to a constellation, I may know a tale about it from mythology. I should warn you that these myths are often odd or far-fetched, but I will do my best to tell them well. I'm not doing too bad in terms of cash in this game now. I mean, I still haven't paid off my final house loan, but paying off your final house loan does nothing. As far as I know, you don't get anything for it. Because my house is built up as far as it can go as it is. Oh yeah, you have to look up at the sky without any items in your inventory, right? That's how that works? Again, this is something I have basically never done. Oh, I'm kind of full. Now let's drop the weeds. Let's just stand here staring at the sky for a little bit. Gorgeous! I'm gonna look up right quick to see what it is I need to do, because again, I've never done this. Let's see. Animal... Crossing... Wishing star. Finding shooting stars. Tell me, guide, what do I need to do? Yeah, so Celeste is wandering around. You might be able to see one, apparently. Da-da-da. If a meteor shower is happening above your town, you can wish on the shooting stars as they fly across the sky. Make sure you're not holding any tools, and use the right analog stick to look up into the sky. Position so the sky isn't blocked by buildings or trees. Stand still and keep looking up. It shouldn't take long for a shooting star. It makes its way across the sky. The entire time I've been reading this, maybe one has gone by. Okay, apparently the villagers will talk about it if we have a meteor shower happening. Oh, thank you for asking, Rolls. Yeah, it was a pretty good break, I suppose. I didn't get as much accomplished as I would have liked. Mostly I caught up a bit more on the videos posted to YouTube. which is good because I was pretty far behind on that. I'm still behind, but I'm starting to catch up. I got a fossil, let's go get that assessed, and then sell it because I've got all the fossils. Like, there was other stream work stuff I was going to try to get done, but I didn't really get to any of it. I've got another clip video or two in the works, though, so hopefully I'll be able to accomplish that by the end of the week. We'll see how that goes. I do like how, like, I'm just using fossils as a money-making scheme now because the museum was full up. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to sell them all to Nick Cage. Actually, come to think of it, Big, seeing as how you're in chat, I've got a couple of DIY recipes. I don't know if you have them yourself. I've got one for acoustic guitar, and I've got one for wooden chair. I already know them. I can mail them to you if you don't know them yet. If not, I'm either going to sell them or maybe mail them to some other friend I have. If they themselves don't know it. What Marina is currently wearing there is something I gave her earlier today, and I completely neglected to remember that that's actually something she gave me, so she thought it was kind of funny. It looked sort of familiar. Notorious regifter that I am. What your other friends and you do is just leave them on the beach until someone comes and visits. We call it the DIY beach. That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe that's what I'll end up doing. When I was little, I thought it'd be fun to live inside a store like this. Now I wonder if I might not be spending too much time in here. Some other nuisance thing I noticed in the game as I've been trying to, as I've been trying to, prettify the island and stuff, because, like, holly bushes are the new thing, right? That's the new seasonal shrub. So I was like, oh, maybe what I'll do is I'll dig up the old shrubs around the, town center, and I'll put in the new ones, like swap them out as they bloom, right? And that's when I discovered that any flowers that you dig up, or any bushes that you dig up, you can't store them anywhere. You can only either sell them or plant them again. Which I find to be a bit of a nuisance. Meaning I need to find homes for these bushes that I've already paid money for, or just sell them. I might sell these 2 trees, I've got plenty of them. Yeah, no, so yeah, these bushes, and that flower there, can't store them. The only way you can store flowers is if you actually pick the flowers, so it turns into like a clothing item that you can wear in your hair, or a crafting item. But that's it. That's the only time you can actually poke them away in your, cupboards, I guess is the best way to put it. Oh yeah, 130,000 bells. You are entirely correct. Oh, what are the turnip prices? I completely forgot to buy them this week, but we'll see. Of course, the week I forget to buy them, I get some of the highest prices I've seen. I don't know if that sound came across on the mic, but I just slapped myself in the forehead as soon as I saw that, how much they were. You know what, Rolls? I just paused for a minute just so I could stare at your chat message. Screw it, I'm buying this now. Kind of like how you sold your Pfizer stock last week. Oh yeah, that's right. That was probably a poor choice on your part there, Rolls. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer sells off his plant stock just right before it skyrockets. He makes 50 bucks, and he spends it all on an expensive bottle of beer. Anyway, what the hell am I doing? Oh yeah, like dolling up places. This is going to be a money tree, is the only reason why I planted one there. Let's see. See, I got this spooky carriage, but I don't know where the hell I'm going to put it. It was here, but it ended up getting uprooted when I put in the tree. Maybe what we'll do is, nope, not that. Yeah, and I sold the fruit that I could eat, didn't I? Yeah, I think there's some more over here somewhere, though. There we go. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. No, no, no. Oh, there was a crown selling at the Able Sister shop for 1,000,000 bells? I think I can think of better things to spend my bells on, thank you very much. As wicked cool as a crown would be. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but that's not bad. It's more or less where it was before. Yeah, this place clearly could still use a bit more work, but I think I'm good with it for now. Okay, that's the whirlpool bath, that's the hammock. The hammock can probably go down here somewhere. I think I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. I don't know why I did it like that. It's a pretty half-assed way to do it. Some funky tunes coming out of that radio. It's not where I wanted that to go. I mean, I know this is technically not me putting it between a couple of trees, but I'm kind of putting it between a couple of trees. And now sleep. Sort of. Yeah, I'm still not 100% certain what I want to do with the rest of this. Maybe like a little hedge maze or a statue garden or something. This will be like the park area. Already got a statue up here. I think I hear the telltale wind whistling of it. Yep, there we go. And that's not how we deal with that. I'm gonna want to wait for it to go a little bit further, though. I knock that thing out of the sky now, it's gonna get lost in the flowers. Maybe not. Ooh. Not bad. Could be better, could be worse. Let's drop these things on the DIY beach right now, why don't we? Bam. Now, I think what it was I was thinking of doing was I was going to start decorating around the Able Sisters shop. I was thinking of putting a fence around it like that, but considering I've got so many freaking shrubs that I need to try to deal with, maybe I'll do it half fence, half shrubbery. Like, I got a bunch of these pink azaleas. So maybe I'll get some of the fence to go around the side here, and then when I get up to the front end, I'll put in the azalea bushes. Yeah, let's do that. Here's some barbed wire fencing! No, that's probably a bit excessive. Seems like something more that would go around Octavian's house. Alternatively, I can have it surrounded by hedges. Maybe that would be better. Because it's either that or I'd use the lattice fence. Stone fence, I suppose. That wouldn't be bad either. Actually, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I might use the stone fence over here instead. Where I've already got some hedges put in. Yeah, I think the stone fence might look better here. Pick up these bad boys and bring them on over. Well, I'd call a hedge a bad boy, but you know. Maybe it's like those goddamn plants in that M. Night Shyamalan movie. You know, The Happening. Spoilers for The Happening, which you shouldn't watch anyway because it's terrible. One of the top 5 worst lines in movie history, something like hot dogs get a bad rap. Was that in that movie? I never did watch all of The Happening. I watched most of it, but like bits and pieces of it, just to recognize in my own self how horrible the movie is. That's a line in that movie. That's a hell of a thing. You've seen the whole thing, and yes, that's in there. Oh my god. I mean, hot dogs, man, they get a bad rap. I don't know if I want to keep that tree there. Let's dig that one up. Now I'm just remembering back when I thought you needed to keep eating fruit for some reason. I kept destroying rocks for no reason. Me not understanding how this game works. Much like right now, wherein I should have kept that hole there so I could plant this thing. Damn it. That just reminds me, is there a movie I watched recently? And yeah, there is. There was a adaptation of the book Little Women that came out not long ago, and I think it's on Netflix now. I think that's where we watch. Or was it Prime? Something like that. Anyway, I've never read the book myself, but my girlfriend has, and she wanted to watch it. Now, honestly, it was a pretty good movie. It was a pretty good movie. I kind of liked it. But there's one thing that they did, and I would not have realized it unless she told me about it. And it kind of infuriates me. Because, like, if you're not familiar with the story, and I, for the most part, am not either, it's like, it covers these four sisters as, like, they go through their life, more or less. And I thought it a little bit strange that in some of the flashback scenes, and they intersperse the flashback scenes in with, like, the present-day scenes in such a way that it's kind of confusing, because they don't directly tell. And the reason why it is confusing is because they use the same actors for the four sisters in each time period. And for the older ones, they'd probably be able to get away with that, but like the youngest sister is supposed to be something like 11 or 12 or something, and she's being played by a 20-some-odd-year-old. And she acts like a 12-year-old or an 11-year-old. And maybe it's just a case where they just didn't want to, like, get any more actors in, or they didn't want to deal with children actors. But here's the thing. There's a scene at the end of the movie, at the very end, where it flashes back to, like, a time where the sisters were all just playing together in the attic or something like that. And they're played by children. So they actually hired child actors for that one scene to play the four sisters, and they didn't use them for any other scene in the movie. I don't know why it infuriated me as much as it did, but it did. Anyway, that's my rant about that movie, apparently. Who knew that I'd get into it like that? Let's see. Honestly, I think I might want to put that peach tree here. And if I do that, I can't really see the, thing, though, if I put more bushes in. You know what, I'll leave it there. Let's try it. Although, alternatively, it might be better to just have a peach tree in the corner up there, wouldn't it? I guess I gotta dig that back up again. Fuck that one up! I mean, that's alright, I'm still a zombie. I don't have the brains to do landscaping. What are you selling, Leaf, my man? Ah, hydrangeas. Hydrangeas. Which, I mean, I don't think I'm going to want to buy those unless I'm absolutely certain I know I'm going to use them. So I think I might just line off the rest of this with more of those hedge fences. And if I'm doing that, what do I need to make them? Weeds, tree branches, and stone. Hark, I hear another mystery gift. No! Excellent. That's it. That's me now. The oddly naturally dressed zombie. Although, actually, I think I know somebody I can give that to. I've been real gung-ho about giving gifts to villagers again now, for some reason. Melba likes the color green. Where the hell is she? Is she home? In her forbidding, you know, mountainous lair. Some kind of goddamn supervillain. Looks like she's hard at work at something, though. She's wearing the sweater vest I gave her. Log decorative shelves, just to see how you do. Sure, I don't think I know that one yet. What do these things look like? This is something I'm going to want to put anywhere. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. I like that. Might be something I use. Anyway. I need to go weed picking. Thankfully, as Baked would know when he visited this island, I'm not so great at the lawn care. Although I have picked a bunch and sold the leaf recently. It's a fossil I missed. I mean, I know they respawn daily, but like, just think. Just think about how absurd it is that there's so many fossils on this one island. The mass extinction event happened right here. Why aren't you too cool for school? Taking a break too? Can I sit on the bench with you? Excellent. Look at us. Look at how amazing we are. Chilling with my best friend. Oh, wait. No, how do I exit this again? Oh, like that. Okay. Oh, that looks like a big fish. Hopefully it's not a goddamn bass. What a surprise! It's a sea bass! What a shame that that's the thing that broke my fishing rod. Right, I gotta go shake some trees, get some branches. Oh no! Oh no! Ha! Joke's on you. I'm still alive! It's the first time I've run into a wasp. I didn't think there were any of them still around this time of the year. The first time I've run into a wasp in a while, I should say. Alright, let's head back to the house. Make up some hedges. Oh, wait, branch. For a while, I stopped picking up random branches because I was like, I've got a pile of branches in storage in the house, and then I used them all without realizing it. I really gotta do something with this. Eventually, I need to take that rotten turnip out of there, too. I think I'm pretty good. I don't need any more ants. Put this away, though. Never know when that might come in handy. Put away the iron, too. Now, I need weeds, I need stone. Let's put the whirlpool bath in my spooky basement. I mean, I don't know what purpose that serves, but it's cool, I guess. Sometimes you just need to feel a little purple. Take a bath, pretend you're Grimace. Stones and weeds. Plenty of weeds. Don't think I've got any branches left. Oh wait, no, I've got one. Yay! A branch! Oh boy. Oh, I might want to dive out into the ocean for a little bit too before I stop playing this. Where's my swimsuit? Oh, near the bottom? Yeah, there it is. No, let's take this one. Excellent. Oh yes, to show off to your friends that you're wealthy. Look at my stupid expensive, hot tub thing. Got a couple of stupid expensive things in the house, come to think of it. I can make 2 of these, apparently. I need more branches. And I feel like what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the island one building at a time. I'm just going to look at each house and building and think to myself, what will look nice next to it? The hell are you doing in my backyard? I told you to catch my fish. It's really racing. I hope the fish can't hear it. I don't know how I feel about you, Mira. You and your weird superhero outfit. I don't know that I trust you. Is that Leaf? You made a friend? Not anymore! Don't you applaud me! Oh wait, no. It makes 10. I've made a pile of these hedges then, probably more than I need. Never mind. It's probably entirely unnecessary to build it immediately behind the building, but screw it, here we go. I've got a shitload of hedges, it's just as well. The other one vanished, didn't it? Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, I think I'll leave that tree up in the corner there and make it look, I don't know, like it's part of the fence somehow. It's not bad, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with their little yard I have here. I feel like the shitload of flowers might be something I need to clean up. I need to decide what kind of furniture I can put out there. Like, if there's any fashion-related furniture I can build or find, I can put out here, maybe. Much like this clothes rack that I have over here. You know, this thing. Except this laundry rock. That has to stay like that. So that'll do for that for now. Figure out what I'm gonna do with it later. I don't know if I like where this tree is. Let's get rid of that. And I might make a little path going into her house. I don't know if I want her property to come out too far here, though, because I plan on building a little park right in front of this. Which, honestly, if that's the case, I might end up moving her house back a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do exactly that. Because I think I'm gonna want this little park area to extend all the way out to the end, and probably come up just a little bit shy of where her house is right now. Yeah. Let's go talk to Tom Nook about uprooting this poor octopi woman's life. You hear stars? Oh, I hear a tinkling noise, yes. I don't know that this is a good place to do this. Wait. Do I need to be in a specific spot? Is it like tracking other things? Okay, alright. It can be anywhere. Alright, good. Well, there's a spot I can think of that I might be able to get a clearer view of the sky over here. It's like a little jut of land that we got a pile of flowers put on. There we go. Let's just hang out here now. Gaze longingly at the moon. Yeah, they're not appearing when I'm looking up because stars are assholes. Giant, gaseous assholes. Fine, I'll just run about and go... run around and go about my business until I hear it again. Where are they, Leaf? You know where they are. Tell me! How the hell? Let's go do what I was going to do. You there, Tanuki. I wish to inconvenience one of my friends. An island home. Problem is, I think this costs money too. 50 grand to move a house. I'm gonna do it anyway. But every other thing, like bridges and shit, I pay after it. Ah. I hate you, Tom. I hate you so much. The things I do for my artistic vision. Or my municipal planning vision, I guess, is probably the better way to put this. Let's ask Marina what she thinks of the idea. Just wait a moment while I contact her. Hey, are you in your home? I want you to get out of it so we can move it. I think that covers everything. So, Marina, do you want to move where Cap thinks you should move? Moving my entire home sounds like it'd be thrilling. I'd love to have you move it. That's not a very realistic reaction to that, I don't think. Alright, then, that sounds great. You telling me this crazy Baron Samedi wannabe looking fucker in a swimsuit wants to move my home? You'll find a moving kit in your pockets because I stealthily placed it there while we were talking. But Tom, the swimsuit doesn't have any pockets. I placed it in your pockets, Cap. Do not question me on this. But Tom, what's your definition of pockets? Okay, this is where her house currently is. I only want to move it, like, here, I think. Like, I don't even want to move it back too far. Although, actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's move it all the way back here. Let's move it back here so I can, like, connect this junction with the walkway and have it come all the way over here. Yeah, let's do that. Means we're probably gonna have to uproot that money tree, but... to be imagined. I think I'm going to want to move it back from the main thoroughfare a little bit, though. For more of a yard. That way, hopefully, it won't eliminate that tree, because that's a money tree. This also means I want to dig up a couple of trees. By dropping a peach on the ground, apparently. I could just move the money tree, yes, that's a good plan. Of course, my inventory is stog solid again. I'm gonna need to move stuff, or sell stuff, I should say. That's some real classy music. I had to stop and listen to that for a minute. You lads are bringing the class. Your asshole employer has just fleeced me for moving somebody else's house. Please take my bugs. Probably sell the hardwood trees, screw it. I sell the cedar tree too. I can get more trees if need be. I'll probably take some of these flowers and plant them now too, somewhere else. The absolute mess of flora I have on this island. Leaf probably loves it. Although that does remind me of an article I saw a while ago. It was talking about how certain people, rather than making the place look as beautiful as they can, are actually trash it. Like, people have made cyberpunk-like cities in this game, just using the materials that they have in the island. Stuff they can make. Well, what? Where will you get the lasers? Speaking of, like, weird sci-fi shit. Ugh. Just now, Kyle said my whole Lambkins thing was kind of funny. I don't know, it's not supposed to be funny, so I was thinking, maybe I should change it? No. No. Fuck Kyle. Kyle's a jerk, don't listen to him. Kyle is one of those villagers that is, you know, teetering with the possibility of getting evicted. You keep hearing stars, I keep not. I'll probably keep talking over them. Oh, that wouldn't work because I've got a shovel in my hand. I'm trying to be quiet so I can actually hear them. Show yourselves, you shiny bastards. Where are you? Eh. Oh, you think they come in batches? Okay. Probably gotta wait again for a while. Here's an interesting thing I noticed, though. Like, see these Lloyd fellas that, you know, you need for the construction projects? The further away you get from it, the more it slows down, to the point where eventually it stops. Like, I'm gonna walk away from him now and watch as he gets a little bit slower. And I think once he gets to the corner of the screen, he just stops moving. Yeah, see? Now he's not moving at all. But the closer you get... the faster he goes. And then he goes... whoop, 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 whoop. It's a weird little detail to notice, but there it is. Alright, what the hell was I doing before I got distracted? I've got the attention span of a goddamn squirrel when I'm playing this game. Alright, yeah, let's uproot this tree. Plant that somewhere else. I think if I take up this one. Alright, Marina, my maid. Let's see where we can put you. Put you in your place! I might need to uproot that tree too, I don't know. Because I'm going to want her back a little bit from the main thoroughfare. Oh, wait, I heard one. Yes! Yes! Fuck you, Star! You thought you could beat me? Alright, so now what? Oh wait, there's another one. Oh, I have to wait till the next day for it to show up on the beach. Okay, I gotcha. We'll see how many we can get. I like how I'm not even looking at them. They're not worth my attention, though they're apparently worth my prayers. There's apparently a lot of freaky stuff you can use, like the stars for, or whatever it is that you can make with them. I've got recipes for a few of them, but of course this is the first time I've ever seen a shooting star. A lot of times when I play this off stream, I'm not using headphones anyway, so that's probably part of the reason why I can never, like, hear them. This is not a very loud noise that it makes. Anyway, that's 3. That's good enough for now. Alright, let's try moving things. Oh yeah, I might be able to lay down a bit of road as a guide here. The newest, weirdest member of the village people. Construction zombie diver man. Da, 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 da. It's fun to stay at the resident services. Wait. You can eat all the peaches, get fleece of your bells. Tom Nook really smells. Wait. No, let's rethink that. I think I'm gonna want to move her house a bit closer. Yeah, I think I want her to go back a little bit too. Which means I probably need to uproot that tree. Nice aim! Alright, I should be safe now. I'm not going to randomly destroy anything. Let's try back here. I'm super paranoid about getting this right. Is this going to be another 50 grand gone? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll give her a little bit of a front yard. I can probably give her a little bit of a yard on the left there. We'll leave it there. That's a good spot. I'm probably going to regret this sooner or later, but... It's fun somewhere to offload these plants for now. Start planting random things. Time to put them in some temporary homes. Whoops. Figure out where they want to go later. Where they want to go, he says. A plant whisperer. Definitely gotta plant that money tree though, it's not done growing yet. Let's plop this right here, maybe. There we go. I have so many trees on this island. It's absurd. I think a big part of the problem is I kept planting money trees but never getting rid of them. What do you think about buying stuff from me? Because I want to sell my apron. Sure. I was thinking I asked for something like 840 bells. How's that sound? Well, you're more of a reasonable person than the goddamn Tanukis. Can't say no to you, Boomer, you adorable little bastard, you. What does that look like, exactly? Not bad. That might be a regifting thing, though. Reminds me I need to go find Melba to give her that dress before I forget about it. Before that, though, let's go for a little swim. Although I hear another mystery gift. I can hear that, but I can never hear the shooting stars. I was gonna say, shit, where is it? Forest wall! Cool. Alright, let's go out for a little swim, see if there's anything new I can find. There's something. Yes! I got an oyster! It's a little shellfish. This game. Oh, this game and its humor. I like how the island is netted off, though. Like, typically that stuff is put up to... Oh, that's new, too. I got a turban shell. It's totally turbular. Like, normally nets like that are put up to, like, deter sharks and stuff like that, but you can still catch sharks off the island, so is that just there to keep us from leaving? Oh shit, it looks like my connection has gone awful for some reason. Well, we'll see if that levels off. If not, I might actually have to end the stream and then restart it. Dungeness crab. Dun dun dun. Goodness. Okay, no, I think it's leveled off again. I don't know what the hell happened there. My connection went all shitty for some reason. But at least I didn't get kicked. Let me take a look at a couple of things. According to that, everything's fine. Anyway, I'm nearly done with Animal Crossing anyway. Yes! I got a sweet shrimp. It's being very considerate, considering I've just stolen it from its home and I'm going to imprison it in a museum. Horrible monster that I am. Alright, let's swim back over and drop into the museum with my new acquisitions. Ah yes, the trash picnic area. One of the first things I built in this game. I still love it. Whoever found this? I really wanted to make an item as, like, an homage to my fave pop star, and came up with this recipe. I'll share it with you since you found this bottle. You have to make it. Cutest artisan, Penelope. Okay then. Oh wait, I thought of something too. Like, in the same vein of how strange it is that I've got a fish drawing rack, but the fish that are drawing on the rack are octopi, and I have 3 octopi living on the island. One of the first villagers I got was, of course, as you all know, good old Hamlet, my best bro. But one of the items I have is this random hamster cage, which I think actually has a hamster in it somewhere. So just to give the poor guy an existential crisis, I'm going to give him the hamster cage now. And then we'll see what he does with it, see if he puts it anywhere. If I can find him, that is. I have to track him down to give him this thing. Although first, let's donate some stuff to the museum. And I'll do what I always do, I'm just going to donate them one at a time, because I always feel bad if I tell him not to tell me about these things. It's stupid, but there we are. Woo! Woohoo! This is undoubtedly an oyster! Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts about your oyster? Yeah, okay. Wonderful, I would love nothing more. Oysters are marvelous mollusks and, in many ways, the social butterflies of the seas, but you hate butterflies. That is, these bivalves tend to live attached to rocks in large groups known as oyster beds. These reef-like structures provide home and habitat for a delightful variety of creatures. Mussels, barnacles, and sea anemones have all been known to set up house. Meanwhile, small fish and crabs hide from predators and even raise their young among the snuggling oysters. With all the hubbub, an oyster bed sounds like the last place one would get some sleep. And there you have it. A turban shell. The turban shell is a sea snail with a rather nifty trick up its sleeve. Shell. You see, the snail carries a hard, round, button-like operculum with it wherever it goes. What is an operculum, you ask? Why, it is a trapdoor of sorts. When danger approaches, the snail slips into its shell and pulls the trapdoor closed over the opening. Thus it is locked safe and sound inside. And bravo, I say, bravo! When trouble comes knocking, just do what the turban shell does. Shut the door and turn out the lights. Interesting. The sweet shrimp spends the first few years of its life as a male. It then transitions into a female as it ages. Interestingly, it is hardly alone in this type of development cycle. Indeed, a great variety of marine creatures can change their biological sex as they age. Clownfish, some sea stars, and sea bass are among them. Woohoo! The ocean is full of a great many wonders. Huzzah to that, I say. The Dungeness crab wears a pretty fan-shaped shell that's often done up in purple hues. But eye-catching colors aside, this fellow can be surprisingly hard to spot. That's because the Dungeness crab is something of an expert hider. When scared, it plays a nifty trick. That is, it buries itself beneath the sand with impressive speed. Now you see me, and now you don't, it says, as it vanishes before your very eyes. Although it's a crab, so it probably says something more along the lines of... Well, that's more like a murloc. Anyway, and there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Oh, I caught a scary fucking thing not too long ago, too, which just further goes to show the insanity of how, like, Blathers is terrified of every bug, including, like, this, like a ladybug. This thing scares the hell out of him. However, what he found fascinating instead, and not at all frightening, was this thing. Apparently he's perfectly fine with this. But a ladybug? No, that's a monster. That's horrifying. I've got severe questions about your priorities, Blathers. Anyway, let's go with gift given, and then I'll, pull it there for this. Still hard at work, or are you hardly working? Ha 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 ha. Heh. I can still give her a thing, I guess. Have this dress! I'm going to try wearing this and see how it feels on me. I should have my biker jackets. Alright then. Fitting. Of course, another bit of logic in this game you really have to question is people are constantly changing clothes in front of you. It's distressing. You could even say it's distressing. Ha 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 ha. So many horrible jokes. Not bad. I'm currently not wearing pants, but not bad. Alright, where's my man Hamlet? I need to give him a vaguely threatening gift. I suppose he's hanging out with someone, is he? I think Zucker is still in his house. The island's not that big. He can't be hiding too far. Will I ever get tired of seeing you at my place? Nope! Well, I mean, I watched a movie she liked not long ago, so you know. Well, he's not there. Maybe he's actually not too far from his house. Maybe he's hanging out with Robin! No. Cypress plant is a wonderful plant, isn't it? It's just so vibrant and alive, la-di-da. They say it's good for plants if you talk to them, but this one, I swear, sometimes I think it's talking to me. No, Robin, that's just you losing your mind. This island is having that effect on all of us. Where are you, my little hamster friend? Ah, there you are! Wish I had a bigger net so I can catch even bigger bugs. If I caught a bug so big that even I couldn't lug it around. I know about bugs, but here. I have caged one of your own. I wish you to have it. It's a hamster cage. Are you sure? Wow, that's very muscular of you. I don't know, maybe Hamlet takes this as being like I don't know, a good thing. He's just like, you know, hey, you've managed to capture one of my own. Further has him view me as a worthy opponent. Can't wait to show this off. I was also looking for an excuse to move my stuff around, so this is really perfect. Anyway, it looks like the stream is starting to go real fucky on me again. So, I'm going to call it there for Animal Crossing. And I'm actually going to stop the stream for a couple of minutes and then I'll be back. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes once hopefully I got everything running again and it's not destroying itself. And we'll try some... what are you called? You know, that game. That game I was talking about. Age of Calamity, yes. Alright, so I'm going to shut everything off there now. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, so don't stray too far.